The world of R&B just exploded and nobody saw this coming. Chris Brown, the legendary king of smooth, jaw-dropping moves, was left completely shocked as rising R&B sensation J. Don took the stage and tore it apart in a performance that got the streets and social media on fire. Insiders are calling it a historic moment, and fans everywhere are losing their minds, flooding Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with clips that are going viral within minutes. People are saying, "This is the future of R&B," and even Chris himself was caught on camera staring in disbelief, mouth open, eyes wide, a reaction that's sending ripples through the entire music industry. But here's the kicker. Sources claim that behind the scenes, tensions are rising. Chris reportedly reached out to J. Don immediately after the set, and leaked messages suggest there's more than just admiration in the mix. Jealousy, competition, and the kind of respect that comes with true fear of being out. And that's not all. Industry insiders are hinting at a secret collaboration that could change the R&B game forever, if it even happens. Social media is buzzing. Rival fans are clashing in comment wars, and every major celebrity from Usher to Her is weighing in. This isn't just a performance, it's a seismic shakeup, a moment that could rewrite the rules of fame, talent, and street credibility in one night. By the time the final note dropped, the room was electric. Chris Brown's stunned silence spoke louder than words, and the world is watching. What happens next could shock everyone even more. The night was electric, the air thick with anticipation, and the venue was packed wall-to-wall with screaming fans, camera phones flashing like wildfire. Everyone expected a legendary performance, but nobody was ready for what unfolded when J. Don stepped onto the stage. From the first note, it was clear this wasn't just a concertine, it was a declaration of war, a seismic disruption to the very fabric of R&B. Every movement, every note, every beat of J. Don's vocals cut through the crowd like a lightning strike. And then it happened. Chris Brown, seated at the VIP section just a few feet away, froze. A moment captured on camera that would immediately go viral. The expression on his face wasn't just shock, it was disbelief. Admiration mixed with a hint of competitive fire. Fans immediately started live streaming, clips exploding across TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. By the time J. Don hit the final chorus, the internet had erupted into a frenzy of speculation, reactions, and heated debates. Is Chris Brown shook? Did he just witness the future of R&B? But behind the scenes, things were even more intense. Leaked text messages surfaced between J. Don's management and insiders close to Chris Brown. In one, Chris allegedly admitted, "I've never heard anything like him in my life. Kid's dangerous." But insiders revealed the subtext. Danger in the music industry is rarely about talent. Alone, it's about power, influence, and dominance. Sources hinted that Chris's shock wasn't just about admiration. There was an undercurrent of fear. Fear that this young phenom could literally redefine the game, challenge the throne, and steal the spotlight Chris had carefully built over decades. Social media exploded as screenshots of these messages leaked to the public, causing a viral storm. Comments section chaos ensued. Fans clashed, some defending Chris's legacy, some worshipping J. Don as the inevitable heir to the R&B crown. Twitter trending hashtags started pouring in. Hashtag Chris Brown shocked. Hashtag J. Don takeover. Hashtag next level R&B. Meanwhile, behind the velvet ropes, the energy among industry insiders was tense, almost combustible. Legendary producers whispered in corners, comparing the performance to the iconic Michael Jackson and Usher shows of the past. One anonymous source told us, "This is the type of talent that makes legends sweat." Chris Brown is witnessing a possible heir right in front of his eyes. You could see it in his eyes. He respects the kid, but he knows he's about to be tested. It wasn't just a performance, it was a masterclass in stage presence, vocal agility, and lyrical dominance. J. Don's every note, every choreographed movement, every wink and smirk toward the camera carried weight. Carrying the unspoken message, the torch is being passed, and the streets are taking notice. But the drama didn't stop there. The audience wasn't the only one reacting. Hidden cameras caught Chris Brown pulling his team aside mid-performance, whispering fiercely, pointing at J. Don as if to strategize on how to respond. Insiders suggest Chris was simultaneously plotting a collaboration and preparing a counter move, a surprise single drop or Instagram live to reclaim his throne before J. Don could fully claim it. The tension was electric, palpable, almost cinematic. Meanwhile, rival fans and haters didn't stay quiet. Clips were edited into memes, sound bites were ripped from the performance, and a viral TikTok challenge erupted overnight where fans mimicked J. Don's signature moves. In mere hours, J. Don became the talk of the globe, the epicenter of an internet storm nobody saw coming yet. As the performance ended and the final applause faded, whispers began circulating backstage. Sources claim that J. Don feeling the pressure of the viral chaos, was overheard saying, "I hope he respects what I just did because I didn't hold back." And that's when it got explosive. Rumors emerged that Chris Brown might have been blindsided by not just the performance itself, but the lyrical content. One verse, leaked from J Don's setlist, "Allegedly called out the state of modern R&B," naming names and hinting at industry politics, potentially a direct jab at Chris's camp without saying it outright. This revelation spread like wildfire online. Fans speculated endlessly, Twitter blew up with theories, and countless music blogs ran midnight headlines dissecting every nuance, every stare, every wink from J Don during the performance. By now, the lines between admiration, rivalry, and street credibility blurred. Video reactions flooded YouTube. Reaction channels exploded, and fan meltdowns became an entire genre of content. Even veteran artists weighed in. One anonymous R&B legend reportedly told a source, "J Don isn't just good, he's dangerous." Chris has been around for decades, but a new generation waits for no one. Meanwhile, industry gossip hinted at a meeting scheduled later that night between Chris and J Donatens. Secretive sit-down that insiders promised would either seal a friendship or ignite a full-blown feud, and then came the bombshell, in an exclusive leak. Someone inside Chris Brown's camp allegedly revealed a private DM, where Chris allegedly admitted, "I didn't see him coming like this. He's got the city in his hands already." The leaked message instantly fueled speculation of both jealousy and grudging respect, causing heated debates online. Was Chris acknowledging a rival, planning a or plotting to reclaim dominance before J Don could solidify his rise? Fans couldn't stop refreshing time. Clips of Chris's stunned face were looped, GI-fed, and dissected down 2 milliseconds. Each expression analyzed as if it contained secret codes. The online hysteria was insane, and just when it seemed like the world had seen everything, insiders revealed that J Don wasn't done. Backstage footage, just leaked, showed him laughing with select fans while whispering something that even Chris Brown's closest team hadn't heard. Social media users instantly exploded with speculation. Was this a hint at an upcoming collaboration? Or a preemptive strike in an unspoken rivalry? The line between music, ego, and street credibility was blurred. Every fan, every producer, every celebrity watching this unfold was now holding their breath, waiting to see the next move. By the time the night ended, the world was officially divided. On one side, die-hard Chris Brown's supporters defended the legend, praising his career and questioning if anyone could truly challenge him. On the other hand, J Don fans celebrated his meteoric rise, declaring him the future king of R&B. The tension was so palpable. Insiders described it as war simmering beneath velvet ropes, a clash of titans in the making. But here's the kicker before anyone could fully grasp the scope of the chaos. A leaked snippet of J Don rehearsing a new song hit social media. The lyrics, potentially direct references to power, dominance, and claiming the throne. Fans couldn't get enough. The comments section exploded. Twitter hashtags trended globally, and even late-night shows were scrambling to discuss the viral story. And then it happened. A single tweet from an anonymous source claiming to be inside Chris Brown's inner circle hinted at a major reveal set to drop in the next 48 hours, something that could either make or break J Don's career and potentially redefine Chris Brown's legacy. The speculation reached fever pitch. Fans set alerts, hashtags surged, and the industry held its breath. The tension, the drama, the anticipation, it was all boiling over by the time the sun rose the next morning. One thing was clear. Nobody, not even Chris Brown himself, had seen this coming. J Don had arrived, the world was watching, social media was in chaos, and one leaked insider promised that the next move would be unlike anything the industry has ever seen. Everyone knew this wasn't just a performance. This was a war, and it was only just beginning. The morning after the performance, the city was buzzing. Fans hadn't slept. Twitter and Instagram were flooded with reaction clips, memes, and endless speculation. J Don's performance wasn't just trending. It was dominating every corner of social media. Every celebrity account, every gossip blog, every reaction channel had posted multiple takes on the event, and Chris Brown's camp was scrambling. Inside sources revealed that Chris was holding private meetings with his team, discussing strategy, his tone reportedly tense, borderline aggressive. He respects the kid, one insider told us, but he's worried. J Don came out swinging, and nobody came out swinging like that without an agenda. Leaked messages between J Don and his producers added fuel to the fire. One message read, "Stage presence is everything. Make him question if he's still the king." Another, allegedly from J Don himself, hinted at premeditated lyrical jabs. "The city is watching. Let them see who's really next." The words ignited a wildfire online, With fans analyzing every lyric and movement from the performance, some argued Jadon was sending subtle shots at Chris, while others claimed he was just asserting dominance over the new generation of R&B. Either way, the tension was palpable by midday. Multiple reaction videos were live on YouTube. Chris Brown's stunned face from the performance was dissected frame by frame, fans debating whether it was shock, respect, or concern. Some reactions were harsh, claiming Chris was out of touch, while others defended him, praising his decades-long career. One viral clip showed a DJ in Los Angeles yelling, "This kid just flipped the entire game. Chris Brown better watch his back." The comment sections became a battlefield, fans defending legends, others worshipping the rising star. Every click, every like, every share made the tension thicker. Meanwhile, inside the venue, rumors swirled about what happened backstage. Sources claimed that Chris Brown and Jadon had a private confrontation, a tense meeting with only a handful of people present. The whispers described a charged atmosphere, a mix of respect, intimidation, and unspoken challenges. One insider hinted that Jadon may have delivered an unreleased verse that included veiled references to industry politics, loyalty, and dominance. Chris Brown allegedly nodded, a subtle acknowledgement, but the intensity in his eyes told another story. Social media users were now theorizing endlessly. Was Chris planning a response track? A public challenge? Or a secret collaboration? As the day progressed, leaks continued. A snippet of a private video surfaced showing Chris Brown backstage, talking to his manager, visibly tense and animated, muttering phrases like, "He's good. Too good. The streets already love him." Meanwhile, Jadon was spotted laughing and recording Instagram stories, calm and collected, almost teasing the media frenzy. The contrast couldn't have been more dramatic. Fans began making side-by-side videos, highlighting every micro-expression, every gesture, every look from both artists. The internet erupted, analyzing, debating, and creating new viral content every minute. Then came another shock. A leaked DM allegedly from Chris Brown's inner circle revealed a confession. He's got the city in his hands. We need to think carefully. The internet went into overdrive. Some claimed this was evidence that Chris feared being overshadowed. Others argued it was respect for a young talent, making waves faster than anyone could anticipate. Meanwhile, Jadon's team leaked snippets of new tracks teasing potential industry-shaking revelations. One line hinted at calling out old heads holding back the new, leaving fans speculating whether this was aimed directly at Chris. The tension was undeniable, fans were eating it up. Hashtags trending globally. Hashtag Chris vs. Jadon. Hashtag next R&B King. Hashtag shocker. Industry veterans were now weighing in. One well-known producer, speaking anonymously, stated, "I've never seen anything like this. Jadon isn't just talented, he's calculated. Chris Brown knows it. Everyone knows it. The stakes are sky high." Another source hinted at private parties where A-list celebrities debated the implications of Jadon's rise. The room buzzing with theories about his next move. Even late-night hosts caught wind, dedicating segments dissecting the performance, the leaks, and the potential feud. Every clip added more drama, more speculation, and more fuel to an already explosive story. By evening, the leaks escalated further. Secret Instagram DMs allegedly showed Jadon texting close friends, laughing while saying, "Let them think I'm just a kid. Wait until they hear the next verse." Fans speculated the next verse was not just a song, it was a statement. A challenge to the current hierarchy of R&B. Meanwhile, Chris Brown was spotted at a private recording studio late into the night, reportedly working on something that would counter the viral narrative. Was it a diss track? A surprise collaboration? Nobody knew. The suspense was almost unbearable. The following morning, yet another bombshell surfaced. A video leak showed Chris Brown reacting to a clip of Jadon performing in rehearsal. And his reaction was priceless: shock, and a hint of competitiveness flashed across his face. Commentators online immediately analyzed every second, debating whether Chris felt threatened or inspired. The city's social media exploded with memes, reaction videos, and speculations. As fans eagerly waited for the inevitable next move from both artists, industry insiders were now openly talking about a possible collision course, comparing it to legendary rivalries that had shaken the music world decades ago. But the drama didn't stop. Rumors hinted at secret meetings between both camps, late-night strategy sessions, and potential collaborations or conflicts lurking behind closed doors. Sources suggested that some artists were secretly siding with Jadon, viewing him as the future, while others remained loyal to Chris Brown, defending his legacy. The tension between loyalty, fear, and ambition created a combustible mix that was now spilling into the streets and online communities alike. Social media users were predicting everything from viral duets to heated public confrontations, and each leak added new layers of suspense. And just when fans thought it couldn't get any more intense, a leaked snippet of J-Don in the studio surfaced, teasing lyrics that were bold, confrontational, and directly addressing the music industry. The clip went viral instantly, with fans claiming it was a direct challenge to Chris Brown. Analysts debated the implications. Was this a respectful nod to a legend, or the start of an unprecedented rivalry? The anticipation was unbearable, and the tension between the old guard and the rising star reached its boiling point. By the end of the week, the entire R&B and hip-hop community was watching, holding their breath. Everyone from fans to producers to celebrities was speculating about what would happen next. The streets were alive with discussions, and the internet was buzzing non-stop. Insiders confirmed that another major leak was on its way, something that could either solidify J-Don's rise or escalate the tension into a full-blown industry feud. The cliffhanger was undeniable. The world now had to wait, and everyone knew the next move would change the game forever. The streets were on fire. Social media had transformed into a battleground overnight, with every single fan, blogger, and celebrity weighing in on the Chris Brown J-Don saga. The leaked studio clips, DM screenshots, and viral reaction videos had created a frenzy the music world hadn't seen in years. Industry insiders whispered that the entire event wasn't just a performance, it was a statement, a carefully orchestrated declaration that the R&B game was shifting, and nobody, not even Chris Brown, could ignore it. Yet another leak surfaced, an unreleased J-Don verse, rumored to have been written during late-night recording sessions. The verse was explosive, referencing loyalty, betrayal, and the harsh realities of the streets, and fans immediately dissected every line for hidden meanings about Chris Brown, his camp, and the hierarchy of the music industry. One line, allegedly aimed at Chris, read, "Old Kings watch," while the new rise with fire in their eyes. The reaction online was instantaneous. Fans split into factions, some calling it a respectful nod to a legend, others insisting it was a direct challenge. Every comment, retweet, and like fueled the tension further, and hashtags exploded globally. Hashtag Chris vs J-Don. Hashtag Rising King. Hashtag Next Level R&B. Meanwhile, reports emerged that Chris Brown had retreated into his private studio, not to respond immediately, but to carefully plan his next move. Sources revealed that he wasn't just creating music, he was analyzing J-Don's every move, studying leaked clips, stage performances, and fan reactions. Chris reportedly met with his producers in multiple back-to-back sessions, his demeanor intense and unusually quiet. He's never faced this level of energy from someone so young, a source leaked. This isn't disrespect, it's calculation. Chris wants to make a statement, but he knows timing is everything. The city was alive with rumors of secret meetings. Allegedly, J-Don and Chris's teams had a private sit-down and intense, emotion-filled encounter where words weren't just spoken. They were weighed, analyzed, and dissected. Some insiders suggested that J-Don had confidently presented his vision for the future, while Chris, always the master strategist, responded with subtle hints that he wasn't about to be dethroned without a fight. One insider claimed that a minor altercation nearly broke out, though both parties maintained composure publicly. The intensity of that night was palpable. Even fans watching from afar could sense the unspoken tension. Leaked snippets from J-Don's Instagram story added more drama. He was seen laughing, recording and hyping his fanbase, creating an almost theatrical anticipation of what was to come. Meanwhile, Chris Brown, though silent on social media, was rumored to have been personally approving every comment, every clip, every leak, turning the digital space into a chessboard, and the stakes were nothing short of legendary. Then came the bombshell. A private video clip surfaced, allegedly showing Chris Brown listening intently to J-Don's unreleased tracks with his inner circle. His face was a mixture of shock, awe, and an almost unspoken acknowledgement of J-Don's talent. Fans immediately went viral with reaction compilations analyzing every millisecond. Was Chris impressed? Was he threatened? Or was he planning something even bigger? The tension reached an almost unbearable peak, adding fuel to the fire. Whispers emerged about a potential collaboration or confrontation. Some claimed J-Don had extended an olive branch, suggesting a joint project, while others alleged it was a challenge designed to test Chris's ego. Social media went into overdrive, creating memes, reaction videos, and speculation threads. YouTubers and TikTok creators dissected every detail, creating thousands of pieces of content in hours. The hype wasn't just growing, it was exploding by the evening. Yet another leak shook the internet. A snippet of an unreleased J-Don track, allegedly referencing Chris's legacy and the generational shift in R&B. The lyrics were bold, emotional, and daring, hinting at streets loyalty and the reality of rising to the top. The fans went wild, debating whether this was a diss or a tribute. While celebrities started publicly commenting, creating new layers of drama, even Chris Brown's fans were forced to acknowledge the talent and energy Jadon brought to the table. Amid all this chaos, insiders hinted at an upcoming live performance, a rumored secret show where both Chris Brown and Jadon might appear in the same venue. The internet erupted. Fans began predicting confrontations, collaborations, and unprecedented moments in music history. Every media outlet jumped in, spreading speculation faster than any official statement could contain. The countdown to the live event became the hottest topic of the week, and just when everyone thought it couldn't get any more intense, a leaked DM revealed Jadon teasing an upcoming verse directly referencing the legacy of kings and the rise of new royalty. The words sent shockwaves through the fanbase. The speculation was relentless. Would Chris respond publicly? Would this ignite a feud, a collaboration, or a full-blown media storm? Everyone was holding their breath by the week's end. The story had morphed into more than a performance, it had become a saga. A live-action drama unfolding in real time across stages, studios, and social media platforms. Fans were glued to their screens, dissecting every move, analyzing every leak, and waiting for the next explosive revelation. The tension, the whispers, and the leaks had created an atmosphere where missing a single clip felt like being left out of history itself. And the cliffhanger, it was massive. Sources hinted that an official announcement was imminent. Either a collaboration, a challenge, or a shocking revelation from Chris Brown himself. The city, the streets, and the internet were united in one breathless question. What happens next? Who will claim the crown? Who will dominate the narrative? One thing was certain, everyone was watching, and nobody was prepared for what was coming next. The stage was set. The players were in position, and the drama had reached its peak. One leaked conversation ended with a chilling line. This isn't just music. This is history. Whoever blinks first loses everything. And with that, the world waited. Yo, hold up. If you thought that was wild, you ain't seen nothing yet. The streets are talking, the fans are losing their minds, and every single second you're not hitting that like button, comment, or subscribe, you're missing the inside scoop that nobody else is spilling. This is history in the making. Chris Brown, Jadon leaked tracks, secret DME, explosive performances. It's all happening right now, and you don't want to be left out while the world witnesses the rise of a new R&B legend. Smash that like button if you're here for the real, unfiltered drama. Drop a comment and tell us who you're rooting for: Chris Brown holding his throne, or Jadon rising like a storm that nobody saw coming. Every opinion matters, and your voice could spark the next viral conversation. Share your thoughts, your predictions, your hottest takes, because trust me, the internet is watching, and the next leak could change everything. And don't sleep on that subscribe button. Hit it now and turn on notifications so you're the first to know when the next bombshell drops. We're bringing you every secret, every behind-the-scenes clip, and every shocking reaction live. Miss this, and you're not just late. You're out of the loop while history unfolds right before your eyes. This isn't just entertainment, it's an out saga. Chris Brown, Jadon, the streets, the leaks, the hype, it's all colliding, and you need to be part of it. Click, comment, subscribe, and get ready, because the next twist is coming, and it's about to blow the roof off everything you thought you knew about the R&B world.